A nice carrot. Oh, Alice. I know it's hard, buddy. Life. Leaving Daily Waters. We had a big day yesterday, so we left Darwin and we probably spent about 7 hours in the car.
Yeah, about that.
We stopped a lot. It's probably only about 5 hours of driving or something, or 5 and a bit hours. But we stopped a few times, you know, with the kids, let them out. Bit of a run around, some food and all that kind of stuff. So we got to Daily Waters fairly late in the day. It was 5 o'clock. It wasn't very busy last night, so we got a spot quite easily. It was fine. We were told that is, generally speaking, they're full up by then. And there was a lady I met that arrived at 2 o'clock the day before and was lucky to get a spot. So I guess we were lucky that it was fairly quiet. Nice little spot, that. Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to pull up to those places and, you know, you literally just plug in a power if you want. That's just all we did. We just pop the handbrake, plug in the power so that, you know, we've got air conditioning. I know, we've got air conditioning. We just locked the caravan door and just went to the pub for a bit of food and entertainment. So really easy stop, that one. It was actually quite relaxing.
Don't what people can go through. To rely, sail to rely, sail to rely, we're bound for poverty flame. So sing to rely, sing it to rely.
Lovely. The food was pretty good. You know, I had a good old pub schnitty, which was really good. Yeah, the food was good. Alice had fish and chips, kids fish and chips, and it was massive. And Mike had the kids nuggets, and it was a dinosaur nuggets, and it was like 8 nuggets on the plate. It was huge.
He has those back home, so it was very
yes,
familiar territory for him, which is really cool.
Yeah, I was lucky to see those come out because, yeah, he has those at home and they're like his favourite nuggets, the dinosaur nuggets, so that was really good.
I had the pulled pork burger.
Yeah.
And it was probably one of the nicest ones I've had, I'll be honest. And I had a bit of the crackling, like they had obviously a bit of crackling floating around, so they put that on top of the burger as well, and it just delicious. They did really well.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a nice atmosphere too, you know, like people singing and people getting into it. It was good. So I mean, there's lots of other fun things here. They have a resident salty. So we had a look at it, and they've got some animals at the back of town. We didn't see those, but the lady was telling me they have some water buffalo and stuff.
Coming onto the Stuart Highway.
Oh, there's a big truck coming. And then this morning there was a horse. Nice. So, oh, Alice.
Look, it's melting my fingers.
You're a pretty horse, aren't you? It's a good horsey. Can you give it a pat, Alice? You're just chewing your carrot, huh? Oh, that's nice. You get the horse just roaming around the caravan park, and you know, that was really cool. Alice got to feed it some carrots and some apple, and yeah, the people behind us gave her some old bread to feed the horse. So yeah, we had it was quite nice. It was quite a neat little spot, isn't it, kids? Yeah. All right.
And it's.
It didn't.
See, the good thing with places like that is that it's off the highway. Because one thing that really gets me is listening to trucks all night driving past, you know, trying to get a good sleep. So, you know, going to the Daily Waters pub, which is about 2 or 3 k's off the highway. Yeah, nice quiet spot, end of the roads, there's no through traffic. So yeah, pretty popular spot. It's the first time we've actually stopped there and enjoyed it, and now we get why a lot of people do stop there. It's you know, it's quite a good spot to stop for the night.
Yeah.
It's that right sort of distance anyway between sort of Alice Springs, Darwin, okay, Catherine. It's just that if you're coming up from the south or you're coming down from the north, it's that right spot, that distance wise, to actually have a stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a good place.
Yeah, so we were happy there. We've got another big drive today. We're going to the Barclay Homestead.
Hopefully we'll get a spot there tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a spot there. We'll see how we go.
How many options are there outside that?
No, there isn't. And that's the other thing. A lot of these places don't take bookings, so it's just rock up and hope for the best. So fingers crossed we'll get a spot. We'll yeah, big drive today.
One eternity later.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, kids.
Hello.
Guess what? We're going back into Queensland. Yay!
Why are you so excited about that?
Because our water gets
I miss home.
What? Hang on, one at a time. What was that, Alice?
because our water gets to taste great.
The water. Okay.
So do you think because we're in Queensland that the water will taste right? Yeah, okay.
All right. What about you, Mike?
I like it because that means we're nearly heading home.
Oh,
Well, we're not.
we're not actually heading home. We are heading to the Queensland border though, and it is coming up very soon. So yeah, we're going to spend a bit of time doing northwest Queensland, and then we'll head up the Cape. So we're definitely not going home yet, but we are coming up to the border. Yeah,
About to cross the border.
we are about to cross the border. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, yeah, stop. Welcome to Queensland.
I love
Man, look like I have no hand and it's sticking on me.
Yeah, Mike, can I be
This is how
We decided to drive through Mount Isa and go to the Clem-Walton Park, or Caravan Park. Sorry, just looking at where the road's going. Lots of people have been posting about it, and we're just trying to make sure we're at the right place, is all. We just went through a gate
Michael.
that it said some station, and it had padlock on it. It wasn't locked.
Oh, wow.
You just
Okay.
unwind it. Okay, I think we are in the right place. There appears to be other caravanners here, which is always a good sign.
Oh, we're not the only one.
We are definitely not the only ones. Is it this way, or have people gone straight ahead? No, they've probably gone down this way,
Let's
haven't
just
they?
have a look up here and we can turn around.
Yeah. So yeah, we at least we know we're in the right spot. Right, that's always helpful to know. Oh, sorry, it's a little bumpy here.
I didn't know this would be like this.
No.
Do you like any sticky?
Where are they going? They're going somewhere else. Yeah, so that's the station that way. But yeah, down here would be the
Camping area.
camping area. So there's other campers and stuff
It
down
looks
there.
quite good with the dam down here.
Yeah, there's some water in it too, which is lovely.
Damn.
Yeah. But yes, we are not the only caravanners here today.
Nope.
There's quite a few, but that's good. At least it helps, right? You know you're in the right
It's a
spot.
bit more secure as well. Not the only one.
Anyway, we'll try and find a spot and let you show you around.
So we've arrived at, what's it called again?
Clem Walton
Clem Walton
Park.
Yeah, park. It's a bit of a campground here.
Busy.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these places, when they're free, it's amazing how many people rock up.
It's nice too, like that's why, because there's this big dam over there, and so there's
Yeah.
a water thing. So yeah, it always attracts the people, doesn't it? Anyway, we still got a really quite a nice spot right by the gum tree. It smells really lovely. And yeah, kind of a spot away, I think, still away from others, you know, like you're not really...
Yeah, there's some people over there.
There's some people over there, but it's far enough away. And there might be someone who camp over there at some point. Yeah,
Now let's go check out the dam.
let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, one of those things at the moment where we've had a long few days of driving, alright, so it's long days on the road, and so far the kids have done very well, but there does come a point when it all starts to catch up a bit for the kids. So Alice so far is doing okay, but we'll wait to see how she goes. But for Mikey, unfortunately, I think things are starting to become a bit tedious, but tired. It's all caught up. So we had a similar sort of episode at Charleville, where we had a few days of long driving and all the excitement of packing, and finally caught up a bit. So it's not always roses, it's not always rainbows and unicorns when you come to traveling with kids. There's always those moments where they do get a bit tired, and it's
I know it's hard. What's hard, buddy? Life.
might be fine for mum and dad to just log in the hours of traveling, but sometimes you've got to be mindful of the kids, and especially you know, for our child who's ASD, things are not always the way they want them to be, so they get a bit bit negative on that sort of side, yeah, on those things. So hopefully it'll be a good night's sleep. We'll see how we go, but tomorrow we're going to start the dinosaur trail, hopefully, which makes it a bit more interesting for them rather than just sitting in a car and so forth. But let's see how the young boy's doing.
Well, no, they're special. So
Knock knock, Mikey.
that's weird.
No.
Knock knock. Hey dude. How's it going? Sad.
Life is hard.
Life is hard?
Too hard. I wish I was just like other people.
Oi, guess what? You want to be like other people? Guess what? Do you know that other people right now want to be like you? Right now? Have you thought about that? Other people will give anything to be right here, right now. So maybe you don't want to be like them. Maybe you do want to be you. Yeah. So we know it's been a bit long, a bit tedious. Long days on the road. Chill out. Have some fun. Try and have some fun. We're going to have some nice dinner this afternoon, this evening. We're in a nice, quiet bush camp by the dam, by the lake. And we'll head off tomorrow. Okay? Life's not too bad, mate. We love you. Remember that. So, as you can probably just see, there's a gate to get in and out of this campsite. It is a working station, so it's not a national park or anything like that. It actually is a proper station. So, out of courtesy, always leave gates as you find them. If it's shut, shut it again. If it's open, leave it open. Easy as that. Okay, that was a cracking camp spot. I'll tell you what, I'll be more than happy to be there for a few days. I can see why some of the other people there are all pretty well set up there right on the edge of the dam. It's stunning. So we're off to Caravanning now, get some fuel, and then we're going to start our dinosaur trail out at Richmond this afternoon. So well recommended. Don't stay at Mount Isa. I mean, you can if you want to, it's not a problem, but that was free.
Yeah, and stunning, you know. And there was I don't know what I said earlier, obviously, but there were people there that seemed to be set up for, I don't know, days or weeks, or you know, for quite a while, and I could see why. You know, it's a really neat spot for that, and
Yeah.
we probably could have quite easily spent a few days there. Just that we're booked into things along the way, and we've got whatever 3 days to get to Undara, so yeah.
So yeah, so basically the other thing we need to factor in is that you might have seen on a video from yesterday or yesterday afternoon, it's great for probably us adults to just enjoy the relaxing atmosphere there at the campsite.
Yep.
There wasn't a whole heap to do for Mikey there. Like he wanted things to do, and it comes with a bit of, you know, I don't know, experience, something
Yeah.
to just try and.
I mean, they found things to do eventually, you know, because they have their toys, they've got their monster trucks, they've got the cricket set, they've got the grip ball set, so, you know, they eventually found some things to do together. It's just, you know, some kids are really good at using their imagination and finding just things to do when there's no set activities, and some kids need a little more structure. Unfortunately, Michael is one of those kids that need a bit more structure when it comes to activities and things to do. Alice would have quite happily found her own way. I think she would have found something to do, even if it was just grabbing a stick and digging in the dust, which is what she quite often does.
But I guess that's the difference between, dare I say it, neurotypical
Yeah.
and ASD. When you have a bit of ASD and it's anywhere on the spectrum as such, you have to take all those things into consideration. You cannot just expect, or me as well, it's a learning curve for me, just expect them to do exactly what a neurotypical child will do, which will just be go play dirt, sticks and all the rest of it. So we're learning and we're going to the flow. We're still seeing things, we're still caravanning.
Yep.
We're still doing everything that we would hope to do. It's just not going to be the exact format as we probably would envisage.
No.
Yeah, to be done. But we're still out here doing it. And you ride the waves, you ride the crests, you ride the troughs.
No different from at home, really.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of you have to ride that train at home too. You got to ride that roller coaster at home with your ASD child. So whether you do it on the road or whether you do it at home, you know, you've still got to ride that roller coaster. So
the only difference is really that we're yelling at the kids in the campground as opposed to at home.
that's right.
No, it's good fun, good to get out.
Yeah.
Mikey had a really good sleep last night, didn't you, mate? He was the first one to bed, last one to wake up, so I'm a little bit envious of him doing that.
Yes.
And this one, well, that's a whole different story. Anyway, onwards, and